So you have an 18-month-old. Are you tired yet? In this video, I am going to talk all about the developmental milestones you should be looking for in your 18-month-old toddler. If you're new here, hello and welcome. My name is Ginny. I am a certified teacher, doctoral student, and mom of two girls, Alice, who is 19 months, and Mina, who is 3 months old. And in this video, I'm actually going to talk about 18-month milestones based around the Ages and Stages Questionnaire. The Ages and Stages Questionnaire is a research-based milestone tracker that a lot of state programs and hospitals use to measure growth for your child. The Ages and Stages Questionnaire is broken down into 5 key components: communication, gross motor, fine motor, problem solving, and personal social. In these 3 categories, you have 3 choices for answers. You have yes, which is worth 10 points. You have sometimes, which is worth 5 points. And you have not yet, which is worth 0 points. As you go along and listen to this, if you want to measure true growth, then I would mark down scores because there's a cutoff score that tells you, hey, you should be really concerned about this, or hey, you're close to the cutoff, you might need to ramp up your educational activities with your child in this area. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this. The first section is actually communication. When your child wants something, does she tell you by pointing to it? When you ask your child, does he go into another room to find a familiar toy or object? For example, you could ask, "Where's your ball?" "Alice, can you go get your shoes? Can you get your shoes? Get your silver shoes." Good job! Does your child say 8 or more words in addition to mama and dada? Remember too that animal sounds and partial words count as long as it's intentional every time they use the word. For example, if they say bat every time for bath, that is counted as a word, even if it's not bath. Digraphs are hard to pronounce. Does your child imitate a 2-word sentence? For example, you would say, "Mama eat." Does your child repeat that? Without your showing him, can your child point to the correct picture of something? For example, if you said, "Show me the cat," can your child point to a picture of the cat?
There's the barn. Good job. Alice, where is the cat? That is what a cat says.
Does your child say 2 or 3 words together to represent different ideas? For example, cat gone, or no more. Words like bye-bye do not count because they're still part of the same idea. You're looking for a communication score of 13 or above. If your child is above 13 in communication, then it's actually considered on developmental level. However, if you're close to that 13 number, you should try integrating in extra activities to kind of boost that score, because if you're close, it means it's something you need to monitor carefully. The next section of the Ages and Stages Questionnaire is gross motor. Does your child bend over and squat to pick up an object and then stand back up without any support? Does your child move around by walking rather than by crawling on her hands and knees? Does your child walk well and seldom fall? Does your child climb onto an object to get something he wants? Does your child walk downstairs if you hold on to one of her hands? When you show your child how to kick a ball, does your child imitate you? It does count if they run into the ball to get the ball to move. So the gross motor cutoff score you're looking for is 37 points. So add up all the different pieces that you got and see if you reach 37 points. If you reach 37 or above, you are on track. But remember, like I said, if you're really close to that 37, it would be something I'd want to monitor and add extra activities to kind of boost that understanding and knowledge. If you are below 37 points, I would definitely talk to your pediatrician about possible interventions. But again, your pediatrician would know best. The next section of the Ages and Stages Questionnaire is the fine motor skills. Does your child throw a small ball with a forward arm motion? If they simply drop the ball, you're going to mark not yet for this. Does your child stack a small block or toy on top of another one? Does your child make a mark with the tip of a crayon or pen when trying to draw something? Does your child stack 3 small blocks or objects on top of one another by himself? Does your child turn the pages of a book by himself? He can turn more than one page at a time. Does your child get a spoon into her mouth right side up, where the food usually doesn't spill out? So those are the fine motor milestones, and you're looking for a cutoff score of 34. So add up all the different yes, sometimes, and not yets, and see if you reached a cutoff score of 34 for fine motor. Again, if you are above 34, it's considered developmentally normal, but if you're close, you want to add some activities in there to maybe help target those specific skills. For example, if they're struggling with a spoon, you might want to use a spoon a little bit more. The next section of the Ages and Stages Questionnaire is problem solving. Does your child drop several small toys one after the other into a container or a box? You can show them how to do it. After you've shown them how, does your child use a tool to try to get something slightly out of reach? After a crumb or Cheerio is dropped into a small clear bottle, does your child turn it upside down to get the contents out? You can show them how to do it. Without showing her how, does your child scribble with a crayon, pencil, pen, or marker? After watching you draw a line on paper, does your child copy you by drawing a line? I'm going to put a picture of examples of what counts as yes and what counts as no over here. After a crumb or Cheerio is dropped into a clear small bottle, does your child turn it over to dump it out without you showing them how? Okay, so that is all of the milestones for your problem solving skills, and the cutoff score that you are looking for is 25 points. So you're looking for a cutoff score of 25 points in this section. If you are above it, you are considered developmentally normal, but again, if you're close to that cutoff, add some things in there to practice. The final section of the Ages and Stages Questionnaire is personal social. While looking at herself in the mirror, does your child offer a toy or object to her reflection? Does your child play with a doll or stuffed animal by hugging it? Does your child try to get your attention by pulling on your hand or clothes? Does your child come to you when he needs help, such as opening a jar or winding up a toy? Help, Mama. Does your child drink from a cup with little spilling, including putting it back down? Does your child copy the activities that you do, such as brushing your hair, pretending to shave, washing themselves, washing a table? So those are all of the personal social milestones that you're looking for, and you're looking for a cutoff score of 27 in this category. So as long as you're above 27, it's considered developmentally normal, but if you're really close to it, you want to intervene and try to practice those again. I know for us, we're going to be practicing using a cup and not putting it down with spilling, because that's a struggle for Alice even still. So if your child does not master all of these milestones, that is completely normal. That's why this questionnaire is designed the way that it is, because your child may be able to do some of these things and not others, but still be considered developmentally exactly where they need to be. I found this very helpful because while Alice does not do some of the things that are on here, it's okay because she's still above that cutoff score and considered developmentally normal. I hope this gives you some peace of mind when you're looking at your child and worrying about their developmental and milestones and their growth, because obviously as parents, we want our children to succeed and we always want to look for those things. I hope this was helpful for you and that you stick around for next month. I'll be doing 19 months, 20 months, and so on as Alice grows. Or if you have a smaller one, I actually have a series I'm doing with my younger daughter, Mina, and I will put the link up here for Mina's 2-month milestones. And I appreciate you watching. I will see you next time.